The Toyota Camry automobile is a household name in Nigeria for a low-maintenance, perfect all-rounder sedan. The Camry is a mid-sized sedan that was built by Toyota to carry 5 people at a time. Nigerians, it's not 6 or 7 or 8, 5 people maximum. In this video, we are going to be discussing the different generations of the Toyota Camry, their strengths and their weaknesses, and then at the end of the video, you decide which Camry generation is suited best for modern day Nigeria. I'm your co-presenter Kidesh, and welcome to UpGear. Toyota Camry is an automobile sold internationally by the Japanese auto manufacturer Toyota since 1982, spanning multiple generations. Originally compact in size, that is narrow body, the Camry has grown since the 90s to fit the mid-size classification, that is wide body. The Toyota Camry is one of the common cars you get to see in modern day Nigeria today. The car is everywhere. You can't walk by a street and not count at least 2 or 3 Toyota Camrys. It's not possible. Camry has been extolled by Toyota as the firm's second world car after the Corolla. As of 2022, the Camry is positioned above the Corolla and below the Avalon in several markets. The only relevant Camrys to date in Nigeria stem from 1986 to the present 2020 Toyota Camry, and I will be considering the generations that fall into this year's model. Let's get into it. The second generation Toyota Camry, also known as the V20. This was the Camry that first became popular in Nigeria. The V20 came with a 1.8 liter engine, which is very fuel efficient. That is, people that know engine, you know that a 1.8 liter engine is like what you have in a Corolla today. The car was either a 4-speed automatic or a 5-speed manual transmission. It is a very durable Toyota Camry, but comes with limited interior space. It is safe to say that if you're a tall passenger or if you're a tall person and you're going to sit down in the back seat, just know that you cannot go for any long journey because your legs are going to tell you, your legs are going to feel it. There is no space for a tall person in the back of a second-gen Toyota Camry V20. The car exterior, however, lacked curves. It was just straight and plain, just like the classic Toyota Celica XX or the Supra A40 Sports. So it's safe to say that it won't pass as a good-looking car in modern day Nigeria today based off the way the car designs have evolved. The station wagon variant later became very popular as well. You'll be glad to know that it's the only Camry that had a successful 5-door wagon variant sell very well in Nigeria. The 1991 to 1996 XV10, or the third generation Toyota Camry, was nicknamed Orobo in Nigeria. Orobo is a Yoruba word which means a fat person or something that is fat and big. I feel they got the name off the body structure of the car, the exterior. It looks wide and pompous. This Camry paved way for curvy car exterior designs when it was introduced. It came in a 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine, which was also very fuel efficient. This car has a very simple engine configuration and rarely developed faults. Most civil servants bought this car as Tokumbo between 2003-2012, and it was no longer in production then. Nigeria always has cars flooding the Tokumbo market when they go out of production, and I don't know why. This model also paved way from the switch from a carbureted fuel system to a multi-point fuel injection system. You can imagine, in 1991, Toyota put that feature or that switch, that upgrade in one of their vehicles. So for those of us that like to go fast, you know what that means. The fuel is going to be delivered to the engine faster than the traditional carburetor. That is, it's going to allow it to go faster. This Orobo Camry came with a friendly, simple interior with both CD and tape players depending on the trim level. The 1996 to 2001 Camry, or XV20, is the 4th generation of Toyota Camry on this list. Toyota stops production of the station wagon variant after this generation as for the sales slump. I mean, I don't mean to point fingers, but they gave this 1996 Camry a sleeker look so that it can have more aerodynamic lines. It now later earned the name the Toyota Camry Pencil Lights from Nigerians just because it had slim head and tail light. There was a luxury Japanese version of this car named the Toyota Camry Gracia, and also the first Solara two-door sports coupe was based off the platform of this Toyota Camry. The engine choices included the 133 horsepower 2.2 litre 4-cylinder engine or the 3.0 litre V6 that made 194 horsepower on the 1999 Toyota Camry. The transmission choices remained the same, with the 4-speed automatic or 5-speed manual being the only choices. The suspension, however, gets bad very quickly for Nigerian owners that have to drive the car through bad roads on a daily basis. The 2001-2006 Camry XV30 is the 5th generation on this list. The car immediately picked up the nickname Big Daddy or Big for Nothing when it started being sold in Nigeria as Tokumbo from 2014. The car had all the interior space in the world and a new styling that made it desirable by every Nigerian. The 2001 Toyota Camry was nicknamed the Envelope too because of the taillight looked like the lines on a small paper envelope. This Camry in Nigeria was for everyone, from old to young, and it had an average durable interior with lots of plastic parts. The Big Daddy has very bad handling and stability at high speeds because the car suffers from a lot of aerodynamic flaws from the big body design. The Big Daddy Camry was the first Camry to have dedicated sports edition with spoilers and body kits that came with a 3.3 litre V6 engine, while other trims had two engine options, a 2.4 litre 4-cylinder and a 3.0 litre V6 engine. The 2003 Toyota Camry's price was never influenced by upgrading because the upgrading culture was not yet in vogue when this car was in circulation. In fact, the 2006 model was the last model to be sold before Nigerians learned how to upgrade their older looking model to a more modern model, also known as a facelift. The 2007-2011 Camry XV40. This car was the first ever muscular looking Camry that Toyota gave us for the 2007 model, which earned the nickname the Toyota Camry Muscle from Nigerians. It was a total redesign from the Big Daddy or Big for Nothing, and as from 2008 it got facelifted, then in turn giving birth to 2009 and 2010 models, which in turn gave birth to the nickname the Toyota Camry Spider because these models came with a larger front grille that resembled the spider tentacles. This 6th generation Toyota Camry introduced hybrid car technology to Nigeria, as you'll observe in the 2010 model. Most Nigerians opted for this 2010 model because it reduced fuel consumption. This Camry had more space than every other generation of Toyota Camry on this list, and it had a better tire to body ratio that was corrected in the earlier generation, that is the Big for Nothing. It is also safe to say that it is the only Camry on this list that sold and is still selling best. A major reason why this car got popular was the ease with which you could upgrade a 2007 Camry to look like the 2010 and 2011 Toyota Camry. The upgradability also made it the Toyota Camry with the most price variations because owners add the money spent on upgrades to the selling price. The 2012 to 2017 Camry XV50, or the 7th generation Toyota Camry. This Camry didn't do well in terms of sales when it was launched in Nigeria. The muscle Camry overshadowed it so much, and Nigerians would rather buy a Lexus ES or GS rather than this Camry because it looked very luxurious. The Toyota took customer feedback from the Toyota Camry muscle era and developed a better quality interior from this 7th generation. It has a lot of standard features that were strange to the Camry lineup. This car came with a cruise control feature, power windows, USB ports, and Bluetooth for music. Depending on the trim, name another vehicle that can carry 5 people maximum at the same time and go where you are going comfortably. That's what I thought. The 2018 to present day Camry XV70, or the 8th generation Toyota Camry. This was one Camry that came with the looks fully inspired by Lexus engineers. This design blew everybody away because of the aerodynamic lines and sporty styling. The suspension of this car is the best I have seen from any Camry. The car comes with a 2.5 litre 4-cylinder engine and an optional 3.5 litre V6 for the XSE and higher trims. The 8th generation Camry has a lot of differences from trim to trim. It would be the first Toyota sedan to get a TRD performance trim in the 2020 Toyota Camry lineup. The 2020 TRD Camry does 0 to 60 in 5.8 seconds. That is almost as similar as the C300 Mercedes. At this point, we're going to be classifying each generation under different categories that match our modern day needs in Nigeria. It's safe to say that the 8th generation Toyota Camry is the best looking Camry on this list. The car looks very sporty and comes with a lot of features depending on the trim you may want. The 1986 to 1990 or the 2nd generation Camry is the strongest. Why? Because this was an era where car manufacturers used like top-notch materials or materials of high quality to build car exterior. Fastest, the 8th generation or the XV70 again will be the fastest. The 2020 model comes with a TRD performance line. Those of us that don't know what TRD means, go and check it out. The 1996-2002 Toyota Camry is the most reliable. The 2.2 liter 4-cylinder engine is one of the strongest engine in a Toyota Camry you can get today. The engine no dey fail, you know dey spoil. Based off fuel economy, the 7th generation or the XV50 is the best Camry on the list. It has said to have gone 100 kilometers using 8.7 liters of fuel. That is the best gas mileage you can get out of any Camry generation. Based off technology, the 8th generation or the XV70 takes home the title. It comes with Android Play and a lot of technologies for both safety and entertainment. Speaking on ground clearance, the 5th generation or the XV30, the Camry Big for Nothing takes home the title for the Camry with the highest ground clearance. From this video, we can see that every Camry has its strengths and weaknesses. You can now choose what Toyota Camry generation to buy that best suits your needs and your pockets the most. I have a very funny question for you. If you had a 2nd gen Toyota Camry, will you still drive it in modern day Nigeria? Seeing how things have evolved and all. Please make sure you leave a comment, make sure you like, and make sure you subscribe. I'm your co-presenter Kadesh, and this was another episode of UpGear.